All right. And hello again, people following our page. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So here we are again doing our weekly live. And today we're going to talk about the importance of having multiple streams of income. So before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Primrose and I am half of the Primrose and Rio business page. I am a full-time sterile technician that is in the hospital, sorry, and I also work as a part-time dental clinic, sorry, in a dental clinic as a sterile technician. And at night, I am a business owner. So those are my day jobs. And what am I going to say? So, like what I've said, I am a digital business owner. That is my partner and I slowly trying to build para, like what they've said, related to this topic, you want to have multiple streams of income. So tonight, that's going to be our topic for today, for you guys to see the benefits of having multiple streams of income. And I have two guests today that gonna talk about their journey. We have Chris and Bianca, which is actually Chris because Ate Bianca is busy, and then Ate Amy. So first off, I would like you to introduce yourself and your background po. Let's start with Kuya Chris.
Hello, good evening. Hindi naman ako nakamute na. So, hello, good evening. Welcome to our Go Live. And thank you, Prem, for hosting. And again, I am Chris Quintana. I'm a business owner, and with my wife, Bianca, we run the business, Chris and Bianca Quintana. We are here located in Winnipeg, which is there. Looking outside, it's really beautiful now. Before the storm, the thunderstorm 2 days ago or yesterday, something, you know. Uh, and again, it's spring, and we are now a family of four. We started the online business with a family of three. We came here in Canada 2016, and then after 6 years, doon kami nag-start ng business. And I may talk about it later, but having an eye opener push us to start the online business. Not just because yes, we all of us have huge dream, but circumstances just push us towards that, right? And again, welcome to our page, and thank you for having us.
Thank you. Just to let everyone know, what's your full-time job po,
Oh
Kuya?
yeah.
And also,
Sorry. Yeah, I'm a full-time software engineer here in Canada, and my wife is a part-time interior designer. So she was able to be a part-time working for working for Tuesdays, Wednesday, and Thursday only a week every week. So she isn't working Monday and Friday. So and it's all because of the online business, right? Because it gives us flexibility, and it allows us to have that part time for her, right? To do more things on our family with our family, and we have venture about what do you call it, ventures uh, with our different source of income. So yeah, and it's all because of the online business, and yeah, that's it for me.
yes. And Kuya will put that into detail later. We're gonna talk
Yes.
about that. Kung paano from a full-time to a part-time mom.
Mm.
So she can have more time for her family. Thank you so much for the introduction, Kuya. And let's go to Ate Amy. Tell us about yourself quickly.
Okay, hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Amy. I'm currently based in Alberta, Canada. I moved to 2018 and I'm originally from Negros Occidental, Philippines. I'm a wife. I'm a working casual on call in a senior home for more than a year now. I went back to school before I found this business, so I'm doing this part-time uh like I doing part-time when I don't have when I'm off, because I'm on call, so there's no a schedule on my shift. So it's just whatever it goes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just short for me. No kids, and today I don't have work, so I can do with my business. So it's very flexible, but the thing is there's no much income behind with that. That's my struggle right now. But yeah, we will talk that later. Okay, just that, as just my that's my introduction for myself.
Alright. Thank you so much, ate. Medyo nawala lang si kuya. Just probably doing something in the background, ano. So,
I
for
think
now,
so.
ate, okay.
Okay.
So, dahil nga,
Just
okay. So, the importance of having multiple streams of income, no? And I can really relate to you because I started working in the hospital as well, as a casual. Hindi siya madali kasi you only have to wait kung kailan ka tatawagan. Swerte mo
yes.
if may pre-book ka, 'di ba? Is that
Yes,
the
the free
reason
book.
why you
Yeah.
get into the digital business? Yun ba yung rason? Kasi yun na yung trabaho mo.
Sorry, I did not catch that part.
Sorry. Yung having a casual job, is that the reason why you get into the business? Para makapag-add pa ng extra income.
Yeah. So when I found the business first, that time I'm looking at job. So while searching on Facebook, I found the ad of Chris and Bianca. So I reached out to them. So that time I'm not ready because I don't have a job. So but I learned the system. I see the community that's uh bring me to join this business. Yeah.
Alright. Thank you so much for that, ate, ano. So, I'll go to Kuya Chris and I'll come back with you again, ate, mamaya. So, dahil si Kuya Chris naman, which is they are different from ate Amy, they have full-time job. They have a very actually successful career. They're engineer and interior designer, right? So, that means, yung question ko, since you're at first you're only relying to one stream of income. Anong nangyari? Bakit kayo nag bakit niyo naisipan na mag-business? Kasi okay naman yung trabaho, okay naman yung kita. Anong rason?
Yeah, that's a good question actually. And then, hindi naman ako nakamit na yan,
Hindi
sorry.
na, no?
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, Prem. So, and then, parati namin actually nare-receive yung mga question na yan, especially yung mga interested or yung mga, gusto mo ma-check out yung business. Which is a good point talaga. Because, uh, again, we're thankful na nadala namin yung profession namin back in the Philippines. You know, I was still we were blessed na pupunta namin dito si Bianca, meron siyang good work. Ako naman medyo nag-adjust, right? Naghanap ako. Although they call that doon dumating kami na September 2016, sorry, 2016 here. So siya nakapag-start na, ako naghahanap ako ng work, and then at the same time medyo yun nga, kailangan kong kumayod kasi ano yun nanibago ako. Pagdating ko kasi dito, wala talagang work, right? So, di ako sanay. So, ayun na naging struggle at the first. Pero ayun nga, good thing is that nga, meron si Bianca agad, meron agad work. O dumalayo sa apartment na pinagsistayan namin. Nagkaroon ako ng work the following year, January. Yung inisip ko actually dati before na magsa-start ako ng mga survival jobs. I was talking with Bianca about that kasi nag-struggle ako dito sa Canada. Hinahanapan nila ako ng what do you call that?
Canadian experience?
Canadian experience, exactly. Canadian experience. Ayun parate. Every time na meron akong interview, meron ka mag-experience, right? Yes, meron akong experience. And then, do you have a Canadian experience? So parang dalawang question na experience. Ano ba difference ng Canadian experience to do with the experience that I had, right? So yun yung mga nagiging lang, nagra-run through sa mind ko. And I was thankful na nagkaroon ako ng work the following year, ngayon, January. Um, Tapos yun, fast forward 2022, yun nga, nag-start kami ng online business. Um, but by that time, actually, dahil nga kasi nandito tayo sa Canada, right? And you know, ano talaga talagang career person kami, career professionals kami. Um, at that span of years, 6 years, right? We built our professional experience here in Canada, and at the same time, you know, nasa Canada ka, syempre dollars din yung gastos. Ayun yung mga hindi nakikita ng mga tao right? Dollars din yung gastos. And dumating na doon yung bumili kami ng bahay, nagkaroon na kami ng mortgage, nagkaroon ng, kailangan magbayad ng property tax, kailangan magbayad ng insurance ng bahay, not just yung insurance sa amin, ng family ko, right? Me, Bianca, and si Lali at that time pa, right? And then insurance pa. Ang daming insurance ng kotse, insurance ng bahay. Ayun nga, yung mga gastos, right? Yung mga utilities, right? And then, the day na napanood namin yung webinar, ayun yung same day na nagkaroon ng mass layoff sa company ni Bianca. Bianca is working in a construction and design firm company here in Canada. Yung company na yun is across Canada siya. Medyo maliit lang naman siya, although yung wide range yung nila yung mga clients nila across Canada siya. Ang problema yun nga, nagkaroon sila ng mass layoff. Ayun yung kasagsagan ng COVID, ng pandemic, right? 2022, right? Yun yung time na pa-start pa lang siya, or actually nasa mid niya yata yun. Or kasi pa-start pa lang kasi nag-start kami ng business March. Yun nga. Kasi it's an eye-opener kasi from their department ni Bianca, 15 sila, naiwan lang yung 3 sa kanila, which is included si Bianca doon sa 3 na naiwan. And then, at the same time, hindi lang yung mga employees under ng mga bosses yung nawala. Even the CEO nawala. So, imagine that. You're really, literally, you're just a number on a spreadsheet sa isang company. Right? Kahit na gaano ka galing ka sa trabaho mo, sa work mo, sa employer mo, right? Kahit na ikaw yung pinaka-boss, yung CEO mismo, nawala, right? Kapag sinabi ng may-ari, or pag sinabi ng board na, hey, let's cut our manpower. And then, ito, right? Ito, si ganyan, si employee 1, employee 2, yan. So, ayun, biglang ganun lang. Kumbaga, just like normal day, I think Monday yata yun Tapos, yun nga, bigla silang nawala na nagtanggalan, right? So, yun yung naging eye-opener at the same time namin. Pero before that naman, naghahanap naman na kami ng ibang source of income. Pero we have not standards, but we have checklists on what we are looking for sa isang business, right? Nandun na rin yung hindi kami ayaw namin magbenta. Ayaw namin magbenta. You know we tried. I'm gonna quote this one already. We tried Salad Master. Meron kami Salad Master na sa taas. Maganda siya, actually, maganda siyang product. Ang hirap lang niya ibenta. For me, I mean, a lot of people, magaling sila doon, di ba? Meron kami mga kaibigan, magaling doon. But for me and Bianca, never. No, hindi kami umunlad doon. Hindi kami magaling doon kasi we don't want to sell. No, ayun yung pinakauna naming criteria. But again, marami pa yun. But it pushes us to start an online business. It's because of the situation, right? And that's the fact, right? Kahagabi, actually, I was scrolling into in one of my LinkedIn account. Meron ba? Isa na naman LinkedIn account ko. I was actually surprised if you're familiar on a company Ubisoft, video game company siya. Ano siya, tawag ko that, worldwide siya na company. Meron yan dito sa Winnipeg. Kaso kahapon, nag-layoff sila. As in, the whole office ng Ubisoft Winnipeg with a 65 employees, wala na. Kahapon lang yon. And I was there on the first day they opened the gates or their office. I was there in their office in the downtown Winnipeg. I was there. I met a lot of people there. I met their boss. I met one of their HR. Kasi gusto kong matry yung video game industry company at that time. 2022 yata sila nag-start din yata. 2020, 2022, something like that. And I was there. I met a lot of people there, and then it all happens really fast. But when I checked out some of the people na nandoon na layoff, they were really a kind person. I know one of them. Um, he was devastated at the same time. It's just a learning, and then that's the reality already, right? You'll never know when are you gonna be axed, when are you gonna, baka bukas wala ka ng trabaho. Knock on wood naman, right? But that's reality, right? And there's no security on any job nowadays, especially on our industry. But yeah, yun lang naman yung mga circumstances na one of our circumstances na nagkaroon na push kami magkaroon ng start ng business is because of that. Eye-opener na kahit na ikaw yung pinakauna mag-clock in sa isang company and then you're the one who clocks out really late, right? You'll never know na ikaw na yung next na pala na tanggalin, right? Which is mahirap yon, especially if you have a growing family, if you have a family, or your family or your household is running in a two income person, right? So yeah, yun lang
Yes,
naman.
it is true. I was about to ask that kung 'di ba, because you're talking about laid off and or kaya nagka-cut ng budget yung company. So, um, that's why doon papasok yung tanong ko, kung gaano kaimportante na magkaroon ng multiple income streams. I
Yes.
just want people to understand through your perspective kung bakit you have to build multiple streams of income regardless of how professional you are.
Yep. That's a very good question actually. So there's a what do you call that? Ang tawag doon, analogy, right? Let's say for example, you bought a table sa IKEA, right? And then yung isang peg or isang leg, right? So it's a table, just a normal table, right? Four legs ng table, right? It's a square table, right? And then if you when let's say for example, tumagal yung table mo ng 50 years, 20 years, right? Pero nakita mo yung isang leg ng table mo is medyo nawawala na yung landas. Nasisira na yung ganun, right? Right. Same goes with our right? Same goes with our income, right? So uh you know, once your main source of income medyo nawawala na ng landas or nagkaroon na ng problema or na-break bigla na lang nasira. Let's say for example, right? Yung table mo, right? Di na yan magiging useful to the point na kung kailan katulad same time na binili mo siya, right? Na nag-stable siya at the same time na nagkaroon ka ng peace of mind, nakakain kayo ng matiwasay, right? Right? Ayun yun eh. Ayun yung point ko, meaning once your main source of income is, it's having a problem already, mahirap mahirap mapunta ka doon sa isang situation na you're scrambling, you're stressed nun, ibang level, especially you have, let's say for example, yung legs na yon, let's say for example let's say for example yung table na yon, right? You are carrying let's say for persons, right? Mahirap na i-balance yun, right? Kunwari, yung isang leg doon or dalawa ng leg is medyo nagsasway na, right? Mahirap na i-balance yun, right? once you don't have any support, right? And then yung stress no, yung stress level ng ibang level, ibang level. I remember na lay off ako. Doon sa first job ko na nag-start ako ng 2017 so nung January. Na lay off ako doon, honestly. After 2 years yata or 1 year something. Well, 2 years yata yun. Na-lay off ako not because I am not working but because of the project itself na na-dissolve yung mismong team namin. That was really a stressful months. Tumagal ako doon ng 3 months and I am so blessed here in Canada we have employment insurance, right? But again, yung employment insurance is not, hindi naman siya buong salary mo. Which is sana, 'di ba? Pero syempre, right? It's gonna come from the government. Pero yun nga, it's a helpful thing, but yung stress level na, huy, kailangan ko na magtrabaho kasi meron akong pinapakain, right? Na meron akong asawa, meron akong anak, right? Na meron akong kailangan kong bayaran, meron akong kotse noon, meron akong apartment, meron akong ilaw, meron akong tubig, right? Meron akong internet, right? Hindi pwedeng mawala yung pagbabayad ko sa mga utilities niyan. Otherwise, napapauwi kami sa Pilipinas, right? Or ma-stress lalo si Bianca kasi, right? And again, right? Yun yung point na kailangan nating malaman at ma-realize na a multiple source of income is really, really important nowadays. Hindi yan katulad dati na pwede tayong mamitas ng pagkain na lang dito and then you're gonna survive, right? Or meron tayong pamilya sa Pilipinas na pwede nating lalapitan, right? Or let's say for example, walan ka ng bahay. O dito muna kayo. Pupunta kayo sa tita mo, sa nanay mo, right? O dito muna kayo habang naghahanap kayo ng 'di ba, ng trabaho, something, right? And you know, I know Filipinos are like that, but you know, if you are living in a different country without any family support, right? That's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder. And yun yung pinupush namin towards a lot of professionals out there, amazing, families, parents. Na again, it's about time. Na yes, we have especially mga professionals. Yes, we are proud. Yes, we have ego. Yes, we have uh, we really have that importance of profession, right? But again, you are just a number on a spreadsheet of your company, of your HR, of your boss, right? And you are really replaceable, but you are not replaceable on your family. Yeah. So kailangan if you have to balance, right? If you have to balance it, right? Your family is still the most important thing in your life. And yeah.
It is
Napahaba, sorry.
true. Thank you for the insight, Kuya, which is really true. You have to stabilize your table para kaya mong mabuhay yung family mo. So that is one of the importance of having a multiple streams of income. So I'm gonna go back to Ate Amy kasi siya naman casual. So very hindi mo alam kung kailan siya magkakaroon ng ng trabaho. So tell me does the moment that you realize that one income is not enough. Kaya pumasok ka sa online business. What was the turning point na napaisip ka that you have to have another source of income aside from your casual job? Ate, sorry, you're muted na.
I forgot. Okay. Sorry for that. Medyo nawala yung video kasi mayroon hindi maganda yung parang inaantok ako so kailangan ko para hindi medyo halata sa camera. Okay. So that's a good question, Prem. Thank you. First thing where I'm gonna start. So as an immigrant, dumating ako sa Canada with the same belief like na kinalakihan, I mean, ng marami sa atin na maaral ng mabuti, maghanap ng magandang trabaho, magtrabaho ng masipag. And then everything will work out. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that because we have to go to school, right? So that we understand what's it's a process, right? It's our stepping stone. And honestly, there's yeah, when I mentioned there's nothing with that because that's how the world works. So when I first came to Canada, hindi ako nag-aral agad. May focus ako at that time na kasi helping my family back home. So may kapatid akong nag-aaral sa college, so I decided to support my family first before investing in myself. And eventually, after she finished, saka na lang ako nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na bumalik sa school. And then I realized that living in Canada is that life can be expensive. Like, hindi pwedeng walang trabaho. So, I'm so very stressful. I'm thinking after go back school, I have already planned on my mind to do this because I'm asking my husband what's the best thing to do, like to improve our, because my husband, oh, he's working full time in his company for 15 years. And then he's a volunteer firefighter in town for almost 30 years. So that's another extra income that time. It it's like it's not we have extra, so it's not that bad. But when he decided to retire in the being a volunteer of firefighter, I think something. I said, what should I do? I don't want to stay with this 17 an hour or 15. That's really like that, right? Because I'm not a professional. I don't have a degree. I don't have, yeah. So, and I'm starting to think that, but my first thing is to help my sister. So it's done. Okay, so my my husband is retired, being a volunteer. That's another extra income. And I said, what should I do? I have to do something. So my first thing is to go back to school. So I did, so that after that I can find the job that I wanted, or my dream job. Maybe dream, I'm not sure. Okay. And then after I realizing yeah, I always say the grass is not the greener in the other side, because my plan of it maybe it's gonna help, but it doesn't help. So until now, I'm not that lucky to have what I wanted for that job. That's why. And then while looking, so but I'm still grateful for this casual, because I have something. I know it's not that much, but it helps me not to stress more, because when I don't have job, when I'm done my practicum, I'm crying what to do. I pray what to do. So then I found this business. So it's kind of, what you call that, I don't want to say miracle, I'm not sure the word. So
It's a
it given so much.
blessing. The
Was that
blessing, guys.
a blessing? Yes,
Blessing.
that's the word I wanted. That's the
Mhm.
one I'm looking. Okay, so it's a blessing, because when I found it, I ask question, I do my research with the people I found it, like to
Mhm.
the business. Yeah, and I see the community, I see the system, it's the real people. So that's why that's I'm think and then I'm not a business minded person. That time I did not look for a business, because I said I cannot do business. I just want to work 9 to 5 until I'm retired, because that's the one I'm capable of.
Mhm.
I did not think myself to be exposed in this platform.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I did not, in my hand 1000 dream, I did not think about that, because my dream is just, yes, just to work 9 to 5. So what else?
So what
So yeah,
was it hard when you first started?
yes, I'm stressed because I don't have job, and
Mhm.
then I'm casual. So you're
Mhm.
not sure. I'm still thinking that I'm not sure if I can have shift this week or next
Mhm.
week, because it's no guarantee hours. So
Mhm.
yes, it's so very hard. I'm so stressed that no hours, and the business is 100% legit. We pay taxes. So I need to have the startup cost, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
the startup cost is it's not like we franchise 100 thousand or half a million Canadian dollar. So
Mhm.
that's the thing. We can just start small that. It's not
Mhm.
100,000. It's less than 100,000. So that's the thing. We can start this business,
Mhm.
and yeah,
And
that's why I
then
found yeah. That's the why I'm thinking to have like
mul multiple streams of income.
yes, that's one income is not enough. That's why I found this business, something like that.
True.
Yeah.
So one more ang tawag dito, additional question for Ate Amy before I finish this up. But anyway, so from being an employee to a business owner, what was the lesson through mindset shift ba? Siyempre, you said we were taught to do 9 to 5 job. So ano yung nagbago nung pumasok ka sa business na 'to?
So the first thing is I'm I have now a hope in my future that I build slowly.
Mhm,
I know it takes time. Every one of us have different. I have a faith that
mhm,
it's gonna takes time for every people because we cannot be with Chris and Bianca for after 6 months. So I know that myself, I cannot be like that. But I
mhm.
have a faith that I can be there somewhere. I don't know the time but that's gonna happen.
Yes, it is true. Wala like nobody knows actually when our business,
Yes.
our own business is gonna skyrocket na 'no. Parang for me, it's a combination of hard work, sacrifice, prayers, and manifestation. If it's for you, it will be given to you
Yeah.
in a perfect time. So one last question for Kuya Chris, before we end this conversation. So I just wanna ask, syempre a lot of people always think na ang pagbe-business ay para lang sa mga taong business minded, especially or those people who actually taken a business course or business degree.
Mhm.
So what can you say or what advice you can tell people that actually work in your industry, in our industry, which are healthcare workers, teachers that are watching right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. For me and Bianca, we are we are not business owned. Well, we are not business. We don't actually have any experience, or we don't have any actually knowledge about business or running a business prior to doing our or starting our online business. But
Mhm,
because we have an amazing training website, right, and an amazing people, and nandiyan na sila Prem and then Amy and then a lot of people out there, right? It pushes us to go beyond our boundaries, to go beyond our comfort zones. Na, hey, you still have a chance to turn the tides out, right? To turn the tides in your favor, right? And again, we never thought na magiging, well, we thought actually magiging business owner kami, but we were thinking about um, doing a franchise business, which ngayon na naintindihan pa namin lalo na mas mahirap pa pala siya actually. And then yeah, sinabi nga rin ni Amy before, right? On our business, you don't need to pay more 100,000 just to start your business, right? Yun yung inisip namin before. And honestly, ang inisip namin actually Jollibee or ano ba tawag dito, Jayco. Na kung alam niyo yung product na yun, yan. But again, right, I know there's a lot of people na nag-explode sa mga ganun. Kumbaga, when they started that business, nag-explode. But kung familiar kayo kay Shaquille O'Neal, he's an NBA player, right? He is an NBA player, right? And he doesn't never he thought that he's gonna be a businessman. When he but when he actually when life happens to him, right? Because yes, NBA players are paid for $1 million, right? Pero marami siyang pagkakamali and he corrected it by going back to school, learning, and then now he has a PhD on business. You know, anybody can become a business owner, a businessman, an entrepreneur, as long as you have that drive, as long as you have that mindset that hey, you need the wake up call. This is it. I mean, you're better than this. You're better than this. You have much more. You have much more capabilities, right? Just be proud of yourself. Just be confident. Just be, change your attitude. And again, divine agreement of the universe. Your blessings will come, and just accept it. And all things are possible. All things are possible. And yeah, 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 yeah. Kahit sino talaga. But again, right? Anybody can start a business, but anybody also can not be a businessman. So it's up to you to become one, right? To become one and make it happen. you know.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the honest insight, no, Ate Amy and Kuya Chris. I really love this conversation. It's very true to ourselves. So, kung ano talaga yung background natin and whatever we experience. So, thank you so much for being with me tonight. And thank you for our viewers po. If you guys are watching, thank you so much. And, one thing lang before I end this one. We nasanay tayo that we always depend on our paycheck, honestly speaking. But I kind of want you to remind when pandemic happened, when everything closed down, when everybody got laid off, almost everybody. But since we're in Canada, we're still grateful. The government of Canada was able to provide for us. Binigyan kami ng money to survive. But what about the other countries? So, sa akin lang, I hope it's an open tawag dito, it's to open your mind that having one income, it's not that it's not enough, but it's not safe. It's not safe in a way na kapag nag-pandemic ulit, saan kayo kukuha ng pera para ma-provide for your family. So that is one of the reasons as well, ang importance ng multiple streams of income. So, I know not a lot of people are business minded. Not everybody is exposed to business. Pero for us, there's nothing wrong in trying, in looking, and talking to people who already started the business. You'll never know, baka yung business na to is actually your calling para maging business owners, for you to be guys successful. So not everybody in our community are actually napakagaling sa business. But because our community help people to start from the bottom and become successful, as long as you have grit, discipline, motivation, and consistency, there's nothing is impossible. So, by God's grace, by praying and sacrificing and putting a lot of effort, you will always be successful. Katulad ni na Kuya Chris and Bianca. Ate Amy and I are still starting. We're struggling, but we're open mind kami na alam namin someday we're gonna hit that rank as well. We're gonna hit that success as well. And for us, sa mata ni Lord, nothing is impossible. But anyway, thank you so much for everyone. Thank you, and hope to see you again next week. Bye-bye.